Just a few months ago, we got a release of a brand new movie called Stream, and this movie comes to us from the producers and from the company behind all of the Terrifier movies. This movie was destined for greatness after it was announced that a lot of horror legends were going to be taking part, like Felissa Rose, Danielle Harris, David Howard Thornton, Tony Todd, even the return to the big screen for Tim Curry. And after watching this movie, I can say that I am 100% a fan, and I am happy to have joined the stream. This movie is so creative and so unique in a lot of different ways, and so in today's video we are going to be taking a deep dive into Stream, and I'm going to be bringing you guys my review of this movie. So whether you've already seen it and you want to know what I have to say about this movie, or you haven't seen it and you're wondering if I can convince you to go and see it, then stick around to the end of the video. Without further ado, go ahead and grab yourself a snack and a drink, sit tight, and let's get into it. Like I said, the movie Stream comes to us from the production company Fuzz on the Lens Productions, and this is the same team that was behind the Terrifier movies as well. The director of this movie, Michael Levy, was actually acting in the movie as well. He's also been in the Terrifier movie, and he was one of the producers on the other Terrifier movies as well. Insanely talented group of people behind this movie. Stream is about a family who goes on vacation to a small hotel just to find out that inside of this small hotel a twisted game is being played. We find out that there are 4 mass killers inside of this hotel hunting down each victim that is staying there, and they are actually live streaming this as they're doing it. The goal and the way to win this game is to see which killer can come up with the most creative kills. The more creative or the more unique or entertaining your kill is, the more points you get from Lockwood. Lockwood is a very important character that we will come back to later on. While making your way through this movie and while watching this movie, it becomes more and more apparent that this is the same team behind the Terrifier movies. A lot of the shots and a lot of the set designs remind me of something that I would see in a Terrifier movie, and so do the kills in the special effects. The makeup and the effects of every one of these kills knock it out of the park, and you have none other to thank than Damien Leone. A lot of the kills, it felt like I was watching something that I would see in a Terrifier movie, and it was honestly refreshing to see someone other than Art the Clown pulling off these kills as well. You don't really get a lot of craziness or a lot of gore in a lot of horror movies these days, so the fact that we're getting to see something apart from a Terrifier movie that does showcase stuff like this, it was very refreshing, very unique. I loved it. Like I said, this movie had an absolute masterclass of horror legends. We had Felissa Rose, we had Danielle Harris, we had Tim Curry, Tony Todd, David Howard Thornton. I was even surprised to see Bill Moseley at the end. The names on this cast alone is enough reason to pique your curiosity, and I definitely wanted to see what roles each of these icons played. And after watching the movie, I can safely say that they all knocked it out of the park as well. They all played their characters perfectly. Even the newer characters who aren't seasoned veterans in horror, they all played their parts tremendously well. Another thing that I really liked about the Stream movie was a refreshing take on a brand new story. We finally get someone to look at new tech, but it's not taking the same old boring route that the AI movies take. Like for example, in Blumhouse's Afraid, yeah, they got this new AI technology, oh no, AI is taking over the world, yada yada yada, you know how it goes. But in this movie, it actually shows the dangers that can genuinely happen to anyone at any moment. You could be a streamer, you could be a content creator, you could be thinking that you're having a regular family vacation in a hotel, but something sinister is going on behind the scenes and it's all being streamed to a dark web type of platform. I've always been someone very curious and very interested in the dark web and all of the horror stories that come from the dark web and the deep web. So seeing this in horror movie form from the company that brings me my favorite movies of all time, Terrifier, it was so cool to see. Going back to the characters and the killers themselves, another thing that's really cool in this movie is the look of the killers. I really like the whole carbon fiber mask. I like that their eyes light up. You even look at the female killer and she has this little lipstick heart-shaped thing going on around the mouth. That mask is so unique. I love it. And they got some really menacing people to play these killers as well. The whole time you're watching it, it looks like you would actually see a psycho or a killer doing the things that they are doing. Especially that big guy. I don't know what his name was. That guy's crazy. Going back to the story of Stream, something that happens a lot is unexpected twists and turns, and I was left several times with my jaw dropped because I was not expecting what happened next. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys because I definitely want you to go and experience this movie for yourself, but it's crazy. Just when you think you figured something out, another twist happens and you have no idea what's going on all over again. It kind of reminds me of a Saw movie. A lot of times you think you know what's going on in a Saw movie, but then something else happens and you're left completely lost and you look stupid. And that's what this movie did to me. There's a really specific twist at the end that obviously I'm not going to spoil, but I literally dropped my jaw to the floor when I seen this. I couldn't believe it. I genuinely could not believe what I was seeing. And for selfish reasons of being a really big horror fan, I love the fact that they had Jeffrey Combs playing Lockwood, because Would You Rather is one of my favorite psychological horror films of all time, and I love him playing the role of the headmaster of this sick, sadistic game. He pulled it off perfectly in Would You Rather, and of course he pulled it off perfectly in Stream. There's so many really cool Easter eggs in the set designs as well, and I don't want to get into a lot of it because, like I said, I don't want to spoil any of this because you guys need to go and watch it for yourself. But if you're already a fan of the stuff that Fuzz on the Lens Productions puts out, then you're definitely going to want to go and watch Stream. And if you've never seen something from Fuzz on the Lens, you're in for a treat. This company is so talented. Everybody that's a part of every one of these movies that have been releasing, they are all so talented. If you have seen Stream, then go ahead and let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. And if you haven't seen it, tell me why and tell me if this video changed your opinion and if you're going to go and watch it now. I hope you enjoyed this review of the movie. If you did, then be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you're going to subscribe to the channel, then you might as well click that notification bell as well, because it is literally right there next to that subscribe button. My name is Haydxn. It was an absolute pleasure having you here on the channel, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the very next video. Peace out.